Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, Cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in. Still here booming, although it's dry on the crypto lands. We're still here like crypto savages that we are every single day with the sharp blade. Drop me a like, a subscribe, a post notification bell. Join the groups. And let me know you're still out here. If you're still a true crypto maniac, let me know you're still out here. We still got a couple haters out there. There's a couple haters out there. Shout out to the haters, guys. If you take time to listen to the champ and hate on me and drop a hating comment, I appreciate that as well. Especially for those repeat haters. Salute to you as well. You know, we need a couple views from you guys as well. Not too much hate, but a little bit of, you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate the comments. Kaboom. Shout out to the chat box. Has the summer 22 relief rally come to an end for crypto? Has this summer relief rally come to an end? It looks like we're slowing down here after having some major gains. July going into August. Major gains led by Ether. But it seems like 2000 was a resistance there for Ether. And the entire markets are starting to cool down. The Fed continues to increase the rates, and the legacy system is slowing down as well. And there's a direct correlation between the crypto blue chips and legacy fiat, and both are slowed down. I believe the relief rally has come to an end. We're going to talk about as to why, and also question if perhaps maybe there is a pump still left here on the table. Shout to the chat box. Let me go ahead and turn off these coins. And let me know what you think about this new live Champagne Crypto thumbnail that I just whipped up the other day. Blue is cool. You know, the color blue is out there in social media, like Facebook uses blue, Twitter. But sometimes the reds pop a little bit more. So anyhow, let's look at the math over here on BTC. And that's what we're looking at. It's reading sell, guys. It's reading sell as it has been for the past few days. And then you got ETH that has been leading the charge. Yesterday we talked about whether ETH could hit 3K with this merge upcoming. And I still think there is a pump on the table. We have about a month left. But, you know, if it's going to happen, it needs to happen soon. So here's the 1 month looking pretty sexy here against Bitcoin. And ETH is still favored against Bitcoin. So one thing that there's some FUD going on now. There's some FUD going around here with ETH. And the question is whether ETH will be labeled a security when they move over to proof of stake. And, you know, you got Michael Saylor and friends also talking that jazz. And I think that's FUD that's being propagated by Bitcoin maxis. Because they see ETH charging up. And if I'm not mistaken, it was at some point the SEC or some regulatory agency said that Ether wasn't a security. There's already been some precedent, like someone said something. I don't know if it's legal, but someone said something in a regulatory agency saying that ETH is big enough to slide or something. I don't know what the details are. Maybe someone can chime in the chat. So for the most part, I think the threat is there because you never know. Obviously, you never know. And if it is labeled a security, you had the CEO of Coinbase saying that he wouldn't support the proof of stake on Coinbase, so he would drop it in order to not get heated up, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, the FUD is still out there, but, you know, there's always FUD. There's always FUD, and there's always this regulatory FUD that's been in crypto since the beginning. But what if the regulation? I mean, that's a threat that's always been around in crypto. And if you ask me, when it comes to Ether and BTC, I'm not sure that the threat is palpable enough. Let me know. But anyhow, it seems like this relief rally has come to an end. Let's check out ETH against USD. It's up against USD today about 1%, which is good. And it's reading buy. That's interesting. Just yesterday we were on neutral, and it looked like things were headed south. But moving averages are now reading strong buy. Summary's reading buy. 1 week is reading sell. So, again, you know, will ETH reach 3K? before the merge, I don't think so. If ETH is going to hit 3K, I think it's going to be about at least 30 days after the merge. That's my opinion. I mean, it could be wrong, obviously, but that's what I'm expecting. I think ETH pump is coming to, I think we may test this 2,000 again. We're at 1858. We may hit 21, maybe even 22, but I'm not sure. Let's see if anything else is looking favorable here. Binance, the other bag that I have, a smaller bag of Binance. I actually picked up some Binance not too long ago. Started off with Binance against USD. Looking all right. It's moving back up. And now it's gone neutral. And then Binance against ETH. Watch Binance and ETH dance, because I feel like some people are going to take ETH profits and they're going to dump them into Binance. Hold on, someone's calling me. I think it's an important call, guys. Give me a second over here. And I'm back. We had the exterminators out here. I forgot they were supposed to pull up, but they're here, so. Check out the chat box. See how you guys are doing over here. A couple maniacs. Shout out and good morning to Cryptmatic. Boom, shout out to Cryptmatic. I see you out there. And my day ones that are still with me. There's a few of you guys. I say, like 5-6 guys. I see, Manny still pull up with Cryptmatic. We got Poison Elf still pull up sometimes. I know you guys are still DCing. A few good men still here in the field. Back to Binance. This is what I have here on my chart. So BNB is the only other one that I want to pick up more of. I'm going to be honest with you. It's just, BTC, ETH, and BNB. Those are the three that I'm really looking at for now. As soon as the trend change is confirmed, as soon as I see that trend change confirmed, I'll roll over into the altcoins more aggressively, specifically Phantom. Obviously, I want to get more back into Phantom, and it's done well. Let's look at the Phantom charts, actually. Phantom there for a second was warming up. And let's not forget, we got that Halloween event coming up. So that could be in our favor here when it comes to Phantom. Let's first go against USD. The Dixie is what's strong right now. And by that I mean the dollar index. It's on the way up. This is up to the right. Neutral right now. And then probably neutral against ETH. Sell against ETH. So ETH is what's still warm. I'll tell you what though. These BTC maxis, I'm seeing them sweat more and more. I see the BTC maxis sweat more and more. And it's funny because I'm kind of a BTC maxi. I mean, I'm leaning more ETH, but I'm like, the bits, again, they're going to be here to stay, but ETH is growing. ETH is growing against BTC. Like I said, it's, the BTC maxis are sweating. I'm not necessarily sweating. I'm not hating. I may just have to just pick up more ETH. That's all. Chilling in the deck, listening. Shout out to Cryptmatic. I see you out there. ENS is down. ENS is another one. I got a handful of good ENS domains that I haven't even listed. I'll probably just sit on these ENS domains, even though there was a little ENS domain kind of pump there for a second. But, if ETH is really going to be here long term, and see these ENS domains booming when Web3 really locks in. And let's see if there's anything else here on the charts that we have missed. You got Ape and Rune doing all right. And yeah, I would say you see them right here on the watch list. It'll be FTM, Rune, Near. I'm not really familiar with, I'll be honest, although I'm tracking it. And yeah, I would like some more Ape. That would be that would be good. But I'm not in any rush for that. I'm not in any rush for that. I think we got to wait. We got to be very patient for that. Yeah, I would say Rune. Now I'm thinking about it. It's like Rune, Phantom, Matic. It doesn't have to be that many. Especially if ETH is really going to take off and gain this market share against BTC, then the EVM platforms should rally behind it, and they should actually grow more. Yeah, they're going to do the merge, and yes, it's going to lower fees, but I don't think it's going to be that much faster or cheaper than these other layer solutions, like the Matics and the others. I don't. So ultimately, I think that there's room for everybody to grow in smart contracts. Specifically EVM, I'm going to be honest with you, especially if this is pulled off correctly, then it's only going to benefit EVM platforms. Those that have their own blockchain, there's other hurdles for them to jump. The Solanas, the Cardanos, those that have their own blockchains that are not compatible with Ethereum directly, they may do well, but they have bigger hurdles to scale. They got bigger hurdles to scale. So yeah, we got the phones going wild today. We got people pulling up. It's a busy day. So, yeah, guys. Kaboom. All right, let me check out the chat. You got Cryptmatic still here and a few more good men. Keep it brief. Shout out to everybody there on Twitch. I see I've got a lone wolf over there on Twitch. I haven't even logged into my Twitch in a while. Like, I see you guys come in, like, I see the person listening or watching, and this is definitely pushed out to there, but I haven't logged into there in a while. Guys, give me a second right here. Guys, I may have to acquire a pest control business. This guy comes every 2 months, gets his money, and he's here for less than 5 minutes. He comes and sprays them up. But we don't have any insects though. We don't have any pests. So I mean, it's effective. So we did in the past. So it's effective. But that leads me to what I've been looking into and what some of my plans could be for the next crypto rally. Could be content for a whole nother video, but I've been saying this to people offline. The next bull run, we need to expand and acquire more assets, not just crypto. Okay, because the crypto's treated us well, and I mean, we definitely this last bull run, I think we played the cards well because we were DCA average selling throughout the entire run. So I definitely think we got to eat, even though the portfolio is kind of slimmer than I would like right now. The portfolio had a nice flow for a while there, more than one would have expected. So once the market starts rallying again, it is my intent to purchase a business that cash flows, so I can have another asset. A lot of people are into the real estate, and I'm into that as well. But I would want something that probably has a lot more faster cash flow than real estate in the short run. And because of that, I'm looking into businesses. So I've been following people and specifically strategy of like buying boring businesses. The laundry mats, obviously the vending machine routes and all of that. I've looked into that. But that's why I mentioned this pest control. I've seen pool routes and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the reason I'm bringing it up. I was like, what if I acquire a pest control? I have nothing about it, and obviously it's just a thought experiment. But one thing is for sure solid. I would want to acquire a business that has to do with things that I'm experiencing. One that can cash flow. And this is in addition to continuing to DCA into the crypto, or it's not saying that, I want to add on. I want to continue to add on to the assets that the Champagne Crypto Empire controls. So that's what we're going to patiently be doing in the next bull. I think the next bull is that once, when the trend changes and we lean into the more, the alts that can grow more, then we'll be taking profits into those and trying to put them into more like boring things. Obviously buy back more BTC and ETH, but also to spread and diversify into things. So when things get bearish, you still have perhaps maybe a steadier cash flow. I like the returns on crypto. Obviously, I don't think that there's anything that has greater potential, any industry that has a better potential than crypto right now for the short to midterm. I don't know what's happening, even maybe for the long term. Obviously, I don't see that many things that can make crypto type gains. But also, crypto has major volatility. You're looking at 90% corrections. So if you're able to grow in the crypto space, I would like, me personally, to also have assets that don't have as much volatility, so that you can tend to them during the down times. Because let's be honest, the crypto down times, it's you got time in your hands. Every crypto maniac right now should have a little bit more time on their hands. Adrian's here. Kaboom! I see you, Adrian. That's what it is. You want to you want to make as much use as your time. So yeah, when the things are bullish, and you have to tend to a lot more crypto things because a lot more plates are spinning. But when they're bearish, less plates are spinning, and then you have, I would say, more time to tend to other things, while you can continue to DCA, and you'll be ready for that next run. Now, if you're actually building a crypto product, from scratch, that's a whole different thing. That's more of a creative endeavor. I'm talking about strictly, making crypto allocation moves, capital allocation moves. If you're creating a project and you're programming, I'm not the programmer. You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole nother strategy. Shout out to Adrian Kent, Cryptmatic, the rest of the boomers. I do think that this summer bull run has come to an end. I don't think it's going to doom, though. I don't think that we're just going to get super bearish now. I think it's just we're seeing just some resistance and a slowdown. The fear is increasing a little bit. I'd be surprised, though. I'm going to be honest. I've been very, very bearish, even during this little bull run. I'd be surprised if we go much under 20,000. At this point, I was expecting like a 10K Bitcoin, but I don't know. After this little run, it's a little stronger than I expected. I mean, look, everything's still on the table. But before I thought it can go to 10, maybe, that floor has increased closer to 15, maybe. I'm still a little bearish. I'm going to be honest with you, but less bearish than I was at the beginning of the summer. Less bearish than I was at the beginning of the summer. I think the bottom could be around 15. If not, maybe we already hit it at 17. But what's more likely is that we continue trading sideways close to 20. And here close to 2,000 on the ETH. Now, if the ETH merge is successful and everything else holds the same, we may see a nice rally on ETH, closer to 3K. But that would be, I would say, closer towards the new year. And listen, we've seen all-time highs close to November. We saw one, last year, right? It was like around December, November was the high. So, Q4 may treat us well. We don't know. And on that note, I'll end the stream there. Make sure you check out all the links down below. We'll tap in tomorrow. Stay strong out there, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest champagne.